Hey YouTube, this is Wuam Cat. Tonight, I don't think I've ever done this, to tell you the truth, but I want to give a review on something else, a documentary I saw tonight on HBO featuring Andre the Giant. I want to say I am a wrestling fan, but I was a wrestling fan. I stopped watching the product in probably 2008, and I keep up with it a little bit now, but it doesn't really matter if you're a wrestling fan or not. This documentary that I saw on Andre the Giant tonight on HBO, I will say was just like super good. It was very well put together. Talking about his life, before wrestling, and they didn't dwell on a lot of things. It was an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and a half, and they pretty much hit on the high spots or whatever of Andre's life and career, and there is a lot of wrestling in the documentary, but it's explained what's going on, and they're not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes about wrestling being real, even though wrestling is an art form in my mind. But it really was a great documentary on the man, on what he went through, and his co-workers, other wrestlers and promoters, and people in the business, knowing what Andre went through as far as never really having any privacy, never being able to hide, and whenever he was out in public, which was the majority of his life in his wrestling career, he was never left alone. No one would ever leave him alone, and that made Andre very sad. And well, I mean, at times it made him sad, and at times it made him feel like a freak of nature. And I don't want to give anything away on this documentary, but it's very touching the way they put it together, very professional the way they put it together, and the way they the sort of the beginning, the middle, and the end, and it's not really that cut and dried, but it sort of is. I'm just going by what I saw tonight. I don't have any notes or anything with me right now. I'm just going by what I saw. And the end of the video of the documentary concerning his last matches and ultimately his passing is very, very touching. And they did touch on and I was afraid they were going to go too far when it came to his sexual accolades in the business. They mentioned it. They pretty much let during the documentary that Andre had a lot of sexual partners, but they didn't take it too far at all, and they spent very little time, even though they got the point across about the women that wanted to be with Andre and how Andre loved women. And of course, for those of y'all that don't know, Andre knew he had very little time on Earth, and he spent that time enjoying himself, and most of that time was after the matches. He was drinking and drinking and drinking, and the man could drink an incredible amount of alcohol, and he enjoyed his life, and I don't blame him one bit. I think the doctors said that he was not supposed to live until 30 years old, and again, I don't want to give anything else away, but he did live longer than that, but he enjoyed himself, and that's the most important thing, whether it was alcohol or women or whatever. he did enjoy himself. So, I'm going to leave it right there because I don't want to, give away any spoilers or anything in the documentary, especially those who are not wrestling fans or Andre fans or whoever. It's just a very, very well put together documentary about a very, very human being who happened to be 7'4" and 500 pounds and traveled his whole career. He just, for 25, 30 years, did nothing but travel and wrestle, and after that it was fun time, and it was alcohol time, and it was lady time, and it was all that good stuff. So anyway, thumbs up, 4 stars on this documentary. I definitely recommend it. It's on HBO, and I think it's just called Andre the Giant. So anyway, this is Wuam Cat signing out. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and y'all have a good night, and I'll see you later. Bye.